Incoming nerfs to Genji, Zarya, Sombra with minor tweaks to Diva are what we have to expect come November 15th. Yo, what you know, it's your boy One Hero back on YouTube with the new episode. Now let's go. Me personally, I've never understood why nerfs actually came into play because I was not familiar with the hero genre when it came to shooters, and Overwatch being one of its first of its kind. I understand how some characters can be broken, they can feel overpowered, they can feel like I don't know what's going on or why I have to deal with this type of character beating the brakes off of me and my team every single time I encounter them. Some characters are just that good where people don't need to try that hard to be able to play them. But I've never been a fan of Genji being nerfed because in the right hands, yes, he should be dangerous, he should be deadly. He's a cybernetic ninja with the sword and shuriken that can destroy you. Sojourn, people wanted her to get a nerf, never known why. Yeah, you can click heads with one shot, but you gotta hit the shot, which means you gotta have aim, you gotta have the skill. Is it fun to get hit by that? Absolutely not. I'm on your side if you feel that way, but it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. I think we should be past this era of where we want the game to completely cut out everything that we want it to cater to us, and then ruin the experience of the game, dismantle the vision of the game, and overall make it less fun for everybody. Zarya being nerfed, that's a bummer because not many people use Zarya when they did in Overwatch 1. There was at one point where she was involved in the GOATS meta for quite a while, and that's the problem with, I think, a hero game is that these characters and these heroes are not weapons. You know, weapon meta is a different thing. You want to rotate a gun out every new season or every few weeks or every week or every day like Call of Duty does, then sure, knock yourself out. But some people actually like connect with these characters, their story, their backline, their character models, their designs, their voice lines, who they are, what they represent. And to know that that character could potentially be melted into the ground into Nerf City because not everybody has a good time not learning how to play the character or not learning how to counter and deal with it, it's a bit of a bummer. And I know that it's not easy to go out there and play when you're playing solo and expect your team to say, you know what, I hear you, let's go ahead and play as a team, I'll switch to whoever you want to, let's counter them and win the game. That's a very rare occurrence, but when it does happen, it's always awesome, right? But yeah, I found it interesting to know that we're going to be getting a Genji nerf, a Zarya nerf, Sombra nerf. They wanted a Sojourn nerf, and then we're getting minor tweaks to Diva. So Zarya shields are obviously going to be nerfed where the cooldown is going to be a lot longer. So you're going to be able to do more damage to her. I mean, I guess that's going to be more of a situation where when you're playing Zarya, you're going to be a lot smarter in when you attack and when you use your bubble or when you're going to use it to bubble another person. But again, the other team can play off of that a lot because you're not being covered by another tank anymore. It's you out there by yourself. So I can see how it's a problematic thing for the person that wants to play Zarya, but how it also can be super problematic or advantageous for the person that's going against the Zarya. That's why I say personally, I think it's unfair because if the Zarya is mobile enough, agile enough, smart enough with the IQ to be able to outplay the other team, then they should. There's nothing wrong with the fact that they may be overpowered. Stop shooting the bubble. I mean, is it that hard? I don't know. I'm from my perspective, I could be very wrong, but I know I see the bubble. I don't shoot. The beam doesn't hurt that much. I mean, now if she was melting me at 10% health, like she would be at 80%, then we'd be having a different discussion. But you know, so yeah, that's the biggest part of the nerf for her. It's going to be her shield and how she can use it. Everything else is kind of minor in my retrospect as far as me wanting to talk about it. Then Sombra, yeah, they're going to be able to nerf her with her ability to hack people that are already been hacked and her ability to do some hacking. I mean, yeah, Sombra is very problematic in the right hands as well, being in the back line, taking out your Zenyatas and your Anas, the ones that aren't that well versed in being able to counterattack or defend themselves, whereas something like a Baptiste or even a Lucio or even a Moira could do more damage to the Sombra when they do pull up and try to take them out in the back line. And then Genji, yeah, they're taking down some of his shuriken ability. They're taking down a bit of his damage ability as well, which again, like I said, I get it, but again, I don't, because Genji's been nerfed from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2 in various ways, and I've just never understood why. Like, I get it that, again, in the right hands, yes, you can get destroyed, absolutely, but isn't that a part of the game on being able to play against people with skill? I mean, you can call me crazy. I'm okay with getting beat by somebody that's playing at their best. I'm not to the point where I'm that toxic or that I'm that upset to say, oh my God, this game sucks because I can't know how to deal with this Genji or deal with this character or learn and shoot this gun. Some games I'm cut out to be that guy when I play that game, and other times not so much. which it just comes with the part of the game. I'm not as competitive as I used to be. I didn't like that mentality and that mindset that I had because it made me extremely toxic. And I could have lost and severed so many friendships, connections, and things like that being that way. So I let go of that. And I look at every loss and every win with, hey, I got better or I need to get better, and look at what I did wrong and what I can do differently next time to succeed. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing where things are going to go with this recent update coming for November 15th for Overwatch 2, how it's going to shape the meta. And I mean, honestly, Zarya getting nerfed with that, mainly I think it's because everybody used her because there was not a person really that could shred her shields, or that people were not knowing how to counter it. I mean, you get a Torb and a Symmetra, or you bring Bastion back in now and let him sit there and deal with that. Yeah, she may be powered up for that moment, but when the shield bursts, you still got to deal with Bastion going brr, and that's never a fun thing to deal with at all, especially with him being as mobile as he is. So we're going to see how he comes into play and shake up the meta. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up hearing about them wanting to get a nerf on him as well, because he's going to be problematic 100%. But with all of that aside, I hope everybody out there is having a blast playing Overwatch 2, whether it's for the first time or you come back like myself to kind of check out the old stomping grounds and new graphics and see how the new players are, despite some of the troubles that you may have with them not knowing the game, with them learning the game, or with these stubborn teammates that don't care if you win. They want to play what they want to play. You can't really control them and how they want to play the game. All you can really do is control yourself. So yes, it does suck to lose SR in comp. Yes, it does suck to lose a game because somebody wants to be stubborn, but 90% of life is what happens to us. 10% of it's how we choose to react to it, you know what I'm saying? So focus on what you can control and go for gold. Well, actually, go for Masters or Diamond or top 500 in this case for Overwatch. Be great, be you, fly easy till next time, heroes. Peace.